Today we're in the Cotswolds, a place called Slaughterford. We're going to walk down to the weir and make it around. We'll see in the car park. So here we are in Slaughterford. Just a tiny little village. We're parked at the side of the road. There's parking for 3 or 4 cars, but there's a tiny bit more up the hill. So we head forward through the gate, Ragmill Wood. So we're heading forward along a tiny track. There's a signpost here, tells us about the upgrade of the Ragmill water wheel to get it running again. We look to our right hand side and there it is. This is a new walk for us, so we don't know what to expect. Down in the Cotswolds, lovely sunny day. And then as we walk further along, on our right hand side, there looks like an old steam boiler. And there's some old abandoned buildings as well. To be honest, we don't even know what we're looking at, but that's on our right. We're crossing over the stream now. We're crossing over a second footbridge as well in a minute. As you can see, it's red hot. There's people there enjoying the day and the cooling off in the water. So we've just crossed over the second bridge now. We're going to head forward for a short way. Let's get going. Well, we've just shown you the river on our left hand side. As we head forward, the same river's on our right, so it's sort of snaking about. So we just keep heading forwards. And as we head forward, that's the view on our right. Just on the tree stump there, look, we've got a grey wagtail. They're called grey wagtails even though they're yellow. That insect or whatever it is just down below in the water. There's the view looking over the river. But we just keep heading straight forward through the gate on our left hand side. I said go through the gate, but as we get to the gate, we see our path leads off to the left over the stile. Like I say, these are new walks for us, so we're map reading as we're filming. So let's cross over this stile, uphill. Just before we turn left of the stile, that's a quick view to our right. So we're heading forward now. Let's look to our right. We're at the gate now, heading forward up the track, looking for a left turn. We head forward, passing the houses on our right. At the end of the houses, the path splits into 2. We take the left-hand fork. Within a couple of minutes, we can see Hall Farm. And if we're blowing a bit, it's very warm today. And as we head towards the farm, we look left. The rolling hills of the Cotswolds. It's absolutely stunning out here, it really is. Except there's not a lot of shade. We walk across the front of the farm now. We keep going. Within 2 minutes we're at the road. We cross straight over through the hedge. You're walking with a taxi driver today in the Cotswolds. Them cows are just in our field, but they're all in a huddle. We're heading forward towards the road now. The gate's just to the left hand side of the houses. We turn right for a short way. Within 2 minutes we're at the houses. We turn left there. You can see the footpath sign. Just before we go through the gate, we take a look at the valley, looking over the wall. Again, them houses there have got a pretty good view. Right, let's turn round and go back through that gate. Just head forward, past the gate and bear right. You can see the faint path. We're walking across the top of the valley to the left hand side of these trees. Just keep heading forward along the top to the hedge in front of you. There's the corner of the field there, about 80 feet away, and all the sheep keeping cool in the shade. The gate seems to be well hidden, but as you keep walking forward towards the hedge, you'll find it straight through, and that's a view to our right. The valley's just down below. We're out into an open field now. There's the gate. Within a few minutes, we've come to a farm. At the farm, we come out onto the road. We turn right and then immediate left down the road. And as we go round the corner, there's a view. We just keep heading downhill through the gate, but look at the views. It's, you know, we're stood in the shade just keeping cool at the moment, but the views are stunning, they're unbelievable. And then as we go through the gate, we look to our right hand side, and again, in real life it's 10 times better than this. And then just on our right hand side, we've got what looks like a Roman soldier, and he's stood on top of a well. This is unbelievable. You just never know what you come across in the countryside. That's looking back. We turn back round and keep going. Just past the Roman soldier, we go through our second gate. As we come out into the next field, we're slowly bearing right now. Keep following the fence line downhill till you come to the gate, straight through. As we head forward, we go through another gate, bearing off slightly right, downhill towards the weir and a well-deserved cup of tea. We walk downhill past the old farm, 150 yards. We see our path goes off to the left on a white arrow. As we walk downhill, look at that for a view. Just on our left hand side we can see some water. That's incredible. The weir's just behind them trees somewhere. Beautiful place though. As you drop downhill and come to the tarmac track, you'll see the house in front of you. You turn immediate left through the gate before the house. We head forward a couple hundred yards. The weir's just behind us, behind the trees, which is a pity. But when we look to our right hand side, we can see some open water. Cup of tea time. We hear some splashing just in front of us, and as we look round the trees or the bushes in the water, you've got a little calf there, and all the other little calves are on the bank watching, but they're in the shade of the trees. Well, it's 3:30. Still got a couple of miles to go. We best keep motoring, I think. What a day though. We've had our cup of tea, so we're heading forward now, following the river. As we look in front, we've got half a dozen cows with calves, so we'll give them a wide berth as we head towards the trees. Yeah, they're content. They don't even bother at all as we walk by. As we head forward, that's looking to our right, up the valley. Beautiful. We just keep heading forward. We're crossing over the river now. As we head forward out the trees, we see an old abandoned farm there, look on our left. And let's just show the view in front. They're about 8 foot away. And that's where we're going, straight forward. 2 separate fields, but they're both, you know, more or less keeping in the shade. They're only baby calves of these, probably about 4 or 5 month old, I'd say. Lot of them though. We keep going. We're just level with them now, but as you can see, the flies, there's flies everywhere around the cows' sort of, you know, heads and that. Just keep flicking the tails and moving, but you know, there is some flies. But these are only about 4 foot away, right in front of us. We keep going. 100 yards past the farm, we come out onto a track and a tiny stream. We go to the left-hand side of the stream, heading forward. You'll soon be into the trees. You can see the path. Soon out into the open. That's looking to our right. That's a narrow little path, and it looks as if horses have been down here. At the gate, we turn left onto the track. That's a bit wider, is that. We keep going. So we just keep walking at the side of the track. Just tiny bits of mud there, but you know, basically it's very warm and dry. But it's nice and shady in here, so we're not moaning. Just keep heading forward through the trees, along the track. Ignore any paths that go off either side. We've been walking down the track for about 20 minutes. We must be getting near the end of it. That's just a quick shot to our right hand side. As we head forward, we come to a tarmac track. When you come to the end of Weavern Lane, the tarmac track splits into 2, but we just keep heading forward, downhill. Yeah, we're not so far off now. We turn left at the byway sign, down towards the river. We walk through the old buildings and turn right. Looks like an old factory or something, does this? And then left. And then immediate right. Within a couple of 100 yards, we turn right again. We turn left over the bridge. We're back at our car now. We hope you've enjoyed our walk in the Cotswolds, Slaughterford round. You've been walking the taxi driver today.